So guys, welcome back to another video. In this one today, we are going to be talking about the brand new 94 rated team of the season, Memphis Depay, who obviously has just dropped into Ultimate Team via the Ligue 1 team of the season, which by the way is amazing. It features some absolutely unreal cards. You've got the likes of yedder, Neymar, mbappe, Verratti, sanches, Atal, aouar, and that gueye objective card looks awesome too. And yeah, there is just a really good selection of very good players for Ultimate Team. So in the comments below, let me know which other Ligue 1 team of the season players you want to see me do a video on. I definitely want to get Neymar at one point because he'll fit my team, like my weekend league team, very nicely. And I also definitely want to try out that Atal at some point because he just looks insane. So look out for videos on those two specifically on the channel at some point. Anyway, obviously today we're going to focus on Memphis Depay, who is a player who in Ultimate Team I've always enjoyed. I just like the fact that he's got a good pace, an insane shot, and also really good physical stats. So I'm hoping this team of the season variant of him is going to be incredible. Ironically, it's 94 rated, the same as my favourite player in the game, Foot Birthday Mbappe, so it'll be interesting to see how these two do indeed compare to each other. So, without further ado, let's have a look at this card a bit more in depth, shall we? 5-star skills, always nice on a forward. 3-star weak foot though, not as much. It would have been nice to see him get a weak foot upgrade for this team this season card, but obviously the wear rates of high-low are definitely ideal. In terms of traits, we've actually got a couple of ones to note. We've got the flare trait and the outside foot shot trait. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Look at all those dark green attributes. This Memphis Depay card actually looks incredible. He's got some awesome stats. 96s in both the pace columns, which is nice. Not both the pace columns, in both the pace sections. And the shooting looks really good. A nice finishing of 91. Really good shot power of 99. And pretty good long shots of 95 as well. So this guy should be a threat from both inside and outside the box. And he's also got 97 attack positioning. And when you combine that with the high-low wear rates, he should make some really, really nice runs. His passing attributes are also to a very high standard, really good short passing of 91 and high vision and curve of 97 as well. His long passing of 84 isn't great, so if you're going to use this guy as a cam, maybe over passing heavy chem style. I'm going to use sniper on this guy because I want to boost his composure and just max out a couple of them dribbling stats, to be honest. And because I'm going to be using him as a striker, I feel like the sniper chem style will benefit him in that role. But like I say, maybe something else if you're going to use him as a cam. Dribbling looks really nice as well. 92 agility, 90 balance, 97 ball control, and 96 in-game dribbling. And then finally, the physical bit, that looks great too. For a pacey attacker, his physicals are awesome. 91 strength, 85 aggression, 90 stamina, looking very nice. So I think we've spoken for long enough about this card now. It's time to get into champs. Let's just see how we get on with him. I'm going to start him as a striker, and he's probably going to play striker for most part, but I'm also going to switch him to a cam role as well. We're also going to use him in wide areas. We're pretty much going to use him in all of the top 4 attacking areas of this formation. So yeah, let's go. For Memphis's debut, we come up against a very nice side, which has the likes of Player of the Month yedder and Player Moments lala, as well as some pretty nice team season cards. Let me tell you something. I'm not looking forward to seeing a bunch of red yedders on Thursday. Canter finds Depay, who's got a bit of space. Can he find the right run? That's a great ball. Chance, and there's 1-0. It's literally our first chance of the game. It was a very good run from Depay. And a nice finish as well. Linked up well the players around him. We've opened the scoring. Oh, nice bit of play. Is Depay onside? I hope so. Beats his man with a spin, and then the finesse ends up in the back of the net as well. And just like that, it's 2-0. We've literally had 2 chances, and we've scored both of them. Nice finishing. I don't know how we have done this, but we now have a chance to make it 3, and we have done. Wow. Absolutely clinical in the first 40. I know I've said it for every goal, but now that's 3 chances, 3 goals. And we have been like under pressure for most of the game, but on the counter-attack, we have just been lethal. Oh, great bit of play. Oh, I mean, it would have been some goal, right? When the ball drops like that, you just got to go for it. You never know. Let's go, let's go. Oh, I just couldn't quite get past Lala there. And there is the whistle at the break. We have ourselves a 3-1 lead. Like I said, for the most part, we have not been in control of this game at all. But on the counter, we have just been devastating. 3 shots on targets, 3 goals. The only shot that went wide was that ridiculous volley that I went for, which was never really going to go in. But nonetheless, hopefully more of the same in the second half. Bang it. Oh, I was hoping outside the foot shot I'd have enough in it, but I don't think I powered it up enough. Oh, he's done really well to turn his man there, and that would have been a freaking amazing finish. But unfortunately, didn't hit the target. Oh, chance. Mbappe puts it forward. Can Depay get on the end of the lace? Oh, not quite. It would have been some effort. And there be the full-time whistle. A first half hat-trick from Memphis Depay has got us the win. Definitely wasn't as effective in the second 45, but by that point the job was already done. And I definitely will not complain after he scored a really nice hat-trick in a first half, which we were under pressure a lot. So yeah, good opening performance from the Dutchman. Game number 3, and we face this. The attack's pretty good and the backline isn't too bad either. So yeah, this could be a pretty tough one. Nice bit of play here. Can spring a counter-attack as Mbappe links up with Memphis. Where's the through ball coming from? Oh, I just wanted to sneak it to the winger there, but sadly denied by Wan-Bissaka. Oh, nice play from Depay. Oh, up until the finish. Some really nice dribbling there. Did well to get through the crowd, but yedder, a nice through ball here for Memphis Depay, who's got a chance. And he pulls us level with a really nice power shot just after the half-hour mark. Kante flicks it through for Depay, who once again finishes outside the foot that time. Really nice finish into a high area of the net, out the reach of the keeper. And we have turned this game around. And there's the whistle for the break. It's 2-1 at half-time, and as you can see, it's been another one of them games where my opponent just likes to keep the ball and, yeah, just likes to pass it around the middle. So every time we've got the ball, we've got to make our time in possession count. Go on, Memphis. Go on, Memphis. Cross-goal shot. Has he got it in him? Of course he does. And just after half-time, we extend our lead. And that is a perfect start to the second 45. Nice. Oh, go on, get on the end of it. Get the shot away. Oh, should have done better there. Bamiyang floats the ball through. Memphis. Oh, we should have scored there. We should have put that one in the back of the net. That was a big chance. Unfortunately, we lost the game in extra time. My opponent was enjoying a bit of time wasting towards the end, but yeah, it's obviously irritating when people play like that, but it is what it is. A hat-trick for Depay though, pretty good individual performance from him, especially early in the game. In the second half, once again, didn't feel he was as effective as in the first, but yeah, can't really complain too much when he's got 3 goals to his name. Okay then, so now the Dutch forwards had a few games in the club, it's time for me to give my thoughts on the card, and I've got to say, it's a very nice item. It's a very, very good card, and it was an enjoyable one to use as well. Plenty of positives for this card, in my opinion, but there are 1 or 2 things that just hold it back from being, you know, a higher level striker. But nonetheless, I do feel like this card could do a lot of damage for some people in this year's Ultimate Team, because it's one of them cards which, if you give it a bit of space, it really can rip you apart. So yeah, if you come up against this card, make sure you get some players on him, because if not, he could tear you a new one, because he can pretty much score from anywhere with his right foot, but maybe just his right foot. His left foot will let you down, and we'll come on to that momentarily. Anyway, let's begin. Let's go in order. Let's talk about his pace. Very happy with that. Felt quick in game. Definitely does have the acceleration to beat a man, but at this stage of the game, you just got to bear in mind there are so many pacey defenders that are able to actually keep up with him. I had a lot of trouble trying to get past that team season Varane just because he was so quick. So although Depay is quick, he's not going to beat too many of the top level defenders in a one-on-one position. But yeah, if he gets in behind like he does, because he does make some good runs, he will obviously get onto the end of through balls if you time them well. How is this guy shooting? Very good, to be honest. With his right foot, I think it's great. He's got a really good finesse shot, despite not having the finesse shot trait. His finesses, I think, are great. He's got a brilliant power shot. I think that's one of the best things about this card. And also from distance, this guy can certainly strike the ball. His right foot shooting, I think, is absolutely outstanding. His left foot shooting, on the other hand, is just something that lets him down. This guy has a freestyle weak foot, and it really does show in game. That left foot is just not reliable at all. Can you score with the left foot? Certainly. But is it a reliable option? Definitely not. Always go on the right foot if you possibly can. That's both when shooting and passing with this item. And that brings us on nicely to the passing, which, I've got to be honest, I don't think was as good as the stats suggest. I definitely don't think his passing is bad, but it just didn't feel as good as 91 short passing and 84 long passing would suggest, in my opinion. He just made a few passing errors, which I found to be a bit frustrating. But once again, that was just an occasional thing. It wasn't a regular thing, so just something to bear in mind. Maybe I wouldn't use this guy as a central cam, but I think he could definitely do a job as a wide cam. Dribbling now, another area where I think he's pretty strong. Occasionally his first touch can let him down, but for most part I think his ball control is absolutely excellent, and he's one of them players who really can wriggle in and around defenders, which is really nice. So for those of you who are very good at the close control dribbling, I feel like you'll have more success with this card than I did, because to be honest, I'm a pretty average dribbler, whereas I know some of you guys are pretty good at that stuff, so you'll probably enjoy that a bit more than me. Physically, how is this card? Pretty much what you see is what you get. He's definitely got the strength and aggression to battle with some of the top tier players in the game, which is nice, but ultimately the higher tier defenders are probably going to have their way with him for most part, but occasionally Depay will have some success, which is nice. Overall then, the verdict is, it's a pretty good card. It's a very good card, and I definitely did enjoy using it. It's just a shame about the weak foot. I wish that I got upgraded, but aside from that, very nice card, and I definitely feel like this could improve some people's teams. And if you get this card in your red picks on Thursday, I really do feel like this card could be a start for some people, or a really, really effective super sub. I do have to say though, I think the price tag that he currently has is a bit steep. I think that's a bit much for him, but obviously that price will change in the coming days, because this is just day one, so hopefully his price does drop. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the 94 rated Memphis Depay. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like rating on it, and comment below your thoughts down below, and also let me know which other League 1 players I should review next. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.